Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Scorpio, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first will be the Human Spirit Oracle for the overall energy, and the second will be the Pulp Tarot. So, cards have been pre-shuffled, and Palo Santo has been burned to clear the energy. We're just getting one card, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Thank you. That was fast. I don't think I've ever pulled this card before, or rather Spirit hasn't. This is awesome. Number 17, which is the Star. It's interesting. Pisces also got the Star card. They didn't get this card, but they got the Star card in their reading. So you may have Pisces placements in your chart. You might want to watch that. And the words are easy does it. Look at this image. I'm so about this right now. We have this like a beautiful glowing lotus. This kind of, it almost looks like flames or steam or vibration, like waves of vibration. We've got in like prayer position, third eye. There's like a lot happening here. The Star card talks about wish fulfillment and healing. Healing, you could be healing right now. And Spirit is saying easy does it. It's almost like one day at a time, one day at a time, one day at a time. But gosh, and the word here, right here, I don't know if you can see, it says dream. So, I mean, you could be manifesting at this time. You could be kind of really going into quiet contemplation. And in those moments, that's precisely when the third eye opens. And really sending up your prayers and thoughts and manifestations to the universe. You know, it's strange too, because I see this obviously as a lotus, but it also kind of looks like, thank you, Spirit, a stage. Like there's about to be a performance and you're about to be on that stage. You're the star. Even the color palette. This color palette might resonate for you. I'm not 100% sure what countries have green, yellow, and red in them. I want to say Jamaica does. But other countries that have green, yellow, and red as part of their flag, or if these colors resonate with you, they're very earthy. The colors seem really important for some reason, but I don't know what that reason is. I just wanted to point it out to you. So one day at a time, Scorpio, that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, and future. Some good stuff going on here. Very good stuff. Let's bring it. Ooh, oh. Scorpio, I'm going to tell you right now. When are you taking me out to dinner? When are you taking me out to dinner? Because I see good things. Well, the cards say good things. We'll see what Spirit has to download in a second, but this is beautiful energy. So let's start with the past energy. 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Not too shabby, Scorpio. 10 of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. It talks about blissfulness. It talks about, you know what, this card in particular talks about awards and reward. So, you know, if I throw a word out there like happiness, what truly makes you happy? You know that everybody's going to have a different answer. Not everybody's going to say, I want to be rich or blah, blah, blah. You know, these days, I don't know what people would say. I know what I would say, which is, I'm so grateful for the blessings. My health is wealth, right? Having a steady roof over our heads, having food to eat, just having family and friends. God, it just makes you a queen or king, doesn't it? But for other people, it could be different. I'm not judging what other people would say. I'm just saying it looks different for everybody. So 10 of Cups, you're happy. You might not be happy every moment of the day, but you've had a victory somewhere here. And it's almost like, see this dad character in the background? He's going like this. Like he's like, oh, the bowling ball is going down the alley. It looks like it's going to be a strike. It looks like it's going to be a strike, but like, I can't look, but I want to look, but I can't look, but I want to look. I see people cheering for you, right? This is you. I see people cheering for you. Some people might be a little hesitant. Some people might be screaming, go, 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 Scorpio. Some people are dumbfounded and awestruck, and some people are keeping score. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? That's really weird. She's not keeping score. She's holding sodas, but I said she's keeping score. So somebody in your life is keeping score. Take that as it resonates. Take that as it resonates. I know that's going to resonate for several Scorpios. I know so many Scorpios, and that resonates for just about all of them. That when you experience victory, this is victory, public recognition, 6 of Wands, literally ticker tape parade through Times Square, looking good doing it, overcoming obstacles. Somebody is keeping score. It's not to say that they don't want you to be happy. Is it? Well, regardless of that fact, I mean, you have a lot to show for yourself, and it's not about bragging or anything, but like, Scorpio, you've accomplished a lot. And in the past energy, I can see you did something really monumental that you should be proud of. But somebody is keeping score. I can't get over that. Tell me, Spirit, about the person. Thank you, Spirit. About the person keeping score. What's that about? I feel like spirit guides are coming in. Ooh, what is this keeping score thing? Knight of Wands. Okay. You know, I look at this this car on the Knight of Wands. It always reminds me of the Dukes of Hazzard. This is really aging me. Although they came out with a modern version, but even that modern version is pretty old at this point. But this was just like this was a terrible show, but a very classic show of the 80s. These kind of rascally characters causing havoc everywhere they went, flying a Confederate flag, etc., etc. Just what is the theme song? Just the good old boys trying to make their way. I don't remember that was part of the theme song. I don't remember the rest. That might be relevant to you, but I don't necessarily see it beyond. It might be a reference point for you. The Knight of Wands, I asked for a clarifier, who is keeping score? And Spirit showed me a Knight of Wands. Somebody that's in and out of your life, flash in the pan, really spontaneous, could have a lot of, this fellow Scorpio told me, like, oh yeah, the kids these days, they say this slang word, and it's called Riz. And I was like, what is Riz? And she said, well, we looked it up and it stands for charisma. So that conversation is coming. I really hope she's watching this reading because that would be hilarious. But like somebody that's got a lot of riz, a lot of charisma, but unreliable. Unreliable. So I kind of feel like you know who this person is, and I feel like they made their appearance just when you were starting to feel good about things, because they're watching too. What do they want, Spirit? I want to ask. What do they? I'm just been in such a weird mood with the water signs. I'm feeling really goofy, maybe because it's like Cancer season and my season. I don't know, but I feel really goofy. But I feel like everybody can accept that. All right. Knight of Cups in reverse. 2 Knight cards. The one that is the least reliable, and this card in reverse, which is usually authentic when he's in the upright. Knight of Cups gives an authentic gesture of love, but in reverse, not so authentic. So you know who this is. And this card kind of wanted to slip out. Hermit in reverse. Yeah, they're just like, they're coming out of the woodwork. That's what Spirit just said. Whoever this person is, it's like, oh, hey, Scorpio, like, haven't talked to you in so long. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. The whole time they've been watching, they've been knowing, hearing about how you're doing, etc., etc. Oh, I hear you work in blah, blah, blah now. How's that going? Or, oh, I hear you're dating such and such. Or, oh, I heard you got a promotion. Congratulations. Right. This does not have to be a person of the opposite sex by the by. I'm not talking about that. It's just the energy of somebody who has texted you or called you or just appeared out of nowhere. Like, where'd you come from? You know? It's like that. I'm not saying that's like they're necessarily nefarious, but like the way that I'm talking about them, I don't like it. That's personal. That's not necessarily spirit. That's just my instinct. Saying like, Scorpio, do you really need that? I don't think so. But they're there. And they may be triggering. They may be triggering. And I don't want that to trigger you. You're like in good energy here. It's like kind of ride the wave. Because like, where are you now? 9 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This is the present energy. 9 of Cups in the upright is wish fulfillment. It's the Star card. Remember? It's the Star card in the minor arcana. It talks about, you know, like 9 full cups of abundance. It talks about contentment. I'm really content with my 9 cups. This is interesting. That character, if you ever saw the movie The Graduate, I'm getting a lot of movie references today. If you saw the movie The Graduate, that's with Dustin Hoffman. That's a really old movie. That's from like the 60s or 70s. Can't remember. It's about this younger guy who kind of, he falls in love, but then he falls in love with the mom of his girlfriend or whatever. Or not love, he doesn't fall in love with her, but he's like all lusty and she's all lusty and inappropriate. That's what it reminds me of. There's something about this energy that feels like, what's happening there? 7 of Pentacles talks about being spoiled for choice. Okay. So the truck, I wanted to see specifically what that truck said on the side of it because Spirit asked me to. And it said 5-star. It's like a 5-star linen company. So this could be relevant to you. 5 stars, 5-star rating, 5-star hotel, 5-star something. Could be relevant to you. Doesn't have to be, but take it as it resonates. So this energy in the upright is talking about like yeah, it just talks about spoiled for choice, because even this one talks about being a little spoiled for choice. But in the reverse, there's a little bit of limited options. Or you've parceled down the options into something that you can use. Because sometimes when we have too many choices, it gets really confusing, right? I'm going to ask for a clarifier for these two cards for the present energy. Wow. 3 cards came out. The Page of Swords in the reverse. Justice card in the reverse, which is probably one of my, just as a visual, it's definitely one of my favorites in this deck. Justice card in the reverse, Major Arcana representing Libra energy, number 11. And the Magician card, number 1 in the Major Arcana, Gemini and Virgo energy. So I'm asking about what is going on in the present energy. There seems to be a myriad of choices. We're trying to, what is it? Separate the wheat from the chaff or something? That expression just wanted to come out. It's trying to separate things out with what we can use and what we can't use. I feel as though you've been trying to manifest, you're actively manifesting, but there's something that you don't want to look at. I don't actually necessarily think it's about you, though. There's some karmic balance that still has yet to come into play, but I think it's somebody in your periphery. Like, somebody around you is struggling. Okay, that's number 1. Somebody around you is struggling. They don't know. It's like they want to take a step forward in a new direction, because Page of Swords talks about curiosity and like making a first move, making a first inquiry into something new. Justice card talks about balance and karmic balance, legal matters in some cases. And so while you're over here kind of manifesting, and you're manifesting, I really do believe, for the highest good of all. I think you're not just like sitting there praying for yourself, although that no one would blame you if you did, but I don't feel like you're doing that. I think you're manifesting for the highest good of all, but I think there's somebody in your direct orbit that is finding it really, really difficult to get out of a sticky situation. You know, they feel like their back's against the wall. They feel like people are coming at them or something. Like they're kind of, it's like they have the cloud hanging over their head and they can't really see a way out from under it. And so you're over here trying to make sense of everything and trying to up-level yourself and trying to kind of deal with this energy at the same time. So in the past energy, I feel like you were really sure about the direction of things, and in the present energy, I feel like things are kind of up in the air. I feel like you're trying to do your best, but I also feel like there's some energy pulling on you that is kind of dragging. Like you want to get out the door and somebody's got their hand on your shoulder saying, Scorpio, wait, I need to tell you something, or I need your help with something, or whatever. It's just like, well, you know, I'm kind of trying to move forward here. Maybe that's part of the message of Easy Does It, because it's kind of like one step at a time. Just take it one day, one step at a time. So the present energy seems a little fraught. I'm going to ask Spirit's advice on what to do about it. Look at this. 3 of Swords in the reverse, 8 of Wands. 3 of Swords is the heartbreak card. Ugh, wow. Okay. you may be feeling heartbreak in other capacities. Don't we all at some point? But this particular card is not for you. This particular card is for this person who's in your orbit. And you know what Spirit just showed me? They showed me this. They showed me the little violin. Somebody playing the little violin. They're the little swan song. No, is that called a swan song? Like, the feel sorry for me, look at all my problems, like that. 8 of Wands, fast action, fast communication. I think Spirit's gonna send you some, maybe this is the reading that you need to see or something, but like, these are downloads from Spirit wanting to address this issue. Almost like saying, Scorpio, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't give in to it. Don't let that energy tug on you. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. It's going to make sense. Future potential. Future potential. Queen of Wands in the reverse. And the Sun. This is the best card in the whole deck. What I want to see is this for you. What I am seeing is this, right? Or this. So this is very fiery energy. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is the potential given what is going on in the present moment. You want to sit in the seat of your power. Queen of Wands is passionate, creative, very sexual, very confident, truly works from the solar plexus chakra. Like really knowing who she is, knowing what she has to offer, knowing her personal power. This is an unstoppable energy when the card is in the upright. When the card is in reverse, it's about resentment, pettiness, a little bit of anger, because our solar plexus is being squashed, squelched, silenced, not allowed to shine. Solar plexus also represented by yellow. Right, when we're looking at the chakras. The Sun, number 19. Well, the Sun is a star. And it's life-giving energy. It's illumination. It's clarity. It's warmth. It's abundance in all of its forms. Like, we're just in our backyard riding our pony. Like, it's like that. You know, I never really paid attention to this before. Do you see that red flag? Smack dab in the middle of the card, the red flag. And Spirit is just like, hello. To me, not to you, to me. But I mean, now I'm going to be like, Scorpio. This is the light that you are emanating. Happiness, victory, in whatever aspect you define that. You radiate light, Scorpio. You radiate love and acceptance and abundance. Even if you don't always feel that way, this is a perception of you. Maybe that's why people get it wrong sometimes, because they just see you on the outside like you have everything. Like they don't know the struggle. They don't know the emotional struggle of a water sign if they're not a water sign. They don't know. And they see this. But when you have this coupled with the Queen of Wands in reverse, you don't see this. You don't see this about you. And Spirit is saying, it's like really, you got to pay attention to, there's there's indicators in your orbit right now. And I'm not trying to make you paranoid. I don't think this is any new information. I think that if it resonates with you, it's just weird because I'm a stranger, you know, in most cases. So let me get a clarifier for this. Thank you. Seven of Cups. You know what's interesting? I misread this card. So now you got 2 sevens in your reading. 7 of Pentacles is not spoiled for choice. 7 of Cups is. So I apologize for that. And I wouldn't have realized it unless this card came out. 7 of Pentacles is all about making the assessment of investment into something. So having invested in something and wondering if it was worth it, the answer when the card is in reverse is probably not. 7 of Cups is the spoiled for choice card. It doesn't matter though. I said what I said and it came out the way that it needed to come out, because that's what, you know, it's like I'm channeling, right? But Spirit is pointing out to me, no, you made a mistake. You made a mistake. It's okay. You can recover. But you got to pay attention. Pay attention. You don't want to be confused about anything. And I feel as though it's almost like, remember when I said orbit? It's like all of this, like voices or options or whatever, there's like all orbiting around you to the point where you like don't know what to look at almost. Spirit doesn't want you to be confused anymore. It's the fact that there are many, many representations of these cards. And rarely, if ever, is the 7 of Cups represented by a red background. Okay. A lot of red. Okay, in terms of the red flags. So the kind of advice here is to really try your best to not let anyone steal your thunder, right? Of whatever victory or awards or accolades or personal triumphs you've had. Do not let somebody steal that thunder from you. 1, that's rude. And 2, it's selfish of somebody else to do that. The second thing is remembering your inner light, like remembering that you radiate something that people almost envy. And I've seen this with a lot of the Scorpios that I know. Here they are like trying to do good things and they really care about people, like genuinely. And yet there's always some hater in their midst. It's just, they're just jealous. And you know what's gonna happen? Spirit's just gonna continue to reward you. Because they see your heart. So that's your reading, Scorpio. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Scorpio.